Hey, welcome to the Nerdy Photographer Podcast. I'm your host, Casey Fatchett, back again for another Nerdlit episode. And in this short episode, I'm going to talk to you about how old gear can still be good gear. I know there's this obsession with gotta have the newest, latest thing, but I see all these posts on social media from photographers going like, do people still even use DSLRs anymore? Yes, absolutely. I know tons of professional photographers who are getting paid plenty of money producing amazing images shooting DSLRs. You don't have to shoot mirrorless. While mirrorless has some advantages, it also has some disadvantages, like, you know, shorter battery life. And, there's other issues that you have to worry about. While it has advantages, it also has, things there are some cons there too. But here's the thing. You don't always have to be upgrading to the latest and greatest gear to, produce images that are of high quality. I can produce high quality images on my film cameras that are 50 years old. I can produce high quality images on my oldest DSLR, which is probably 15 years old at this point. There's the thing is, but when you're, especially for photographers who are just starting out and they're worried about being able to compete, you know, on a gear level, they need to have something that'll produce an image. You can get a good DSLR for, for not a lot of money. You can get a Canon 5D Mark IV for like $2,000. It's a great camera. It is still a great camera. I've been using, even I got a mirrorless, I got an R5 a couple of years ago. I've still been using my 5D Mark IV as my like backup or my second body at weddings. It takes incredible images. There's, there is a lot they can still give you. And don't sit there like lenses. A good lens, as long as it works, can last for decades. I'm still using lenses that I got, 10, 12, 15 years ago. They work great. It doesn't have to be the newest version of a lens. Obviously, there are upgrades, whatever. And a lot of times people go like, oh, it's more megapixels. Stop like with the pixel counts, whatever. Here's something to keep in mind. If you want to double the resolution of an image, you want it to be twice as big, you have to triple the number of megapixels. So 24 megapixels is kind of a standard size for a lot of cameras these days, especially for like cameras that are geared towards sports. Like the Canon R3 is a 24 megapixel, I believe. There's a lot of these cameras that are like 24 megapixels. If you wanted to have an image that is twice the size of what you're getting for 24 megapixels, you'd need a 72 megapixel sensor. That is a huge, huge sensor. So just keep that in mind. There are great things that come from, on my R5, if I shoot something and I want to crop in and still have a pretty big image, I can do that. But if I can still get fantastic images out of a DSLR. There's a reason they were like SLRs and DSLRs were around for 100 years. And mirrorless is a next step in evolution. You don't absolutely have to have it to, if you're starting out and you want to get a nice setup fairly cheaply, you can get a DSLR and some of those lens mount, those older mount lenses for a DSLR, even though the camera manufacturer has like discontinued them or whatever. People are selling those off, and you can use them on your new mirrorless if you get one eventually by just getting an adapter, and you can use those old lenses. So there's no rush to have the newest gear. Don't like put yourself supremely in debt trying to get the latest, newest camera or lens or whatever. That other stuff, here's the thing. You have to worry about if it's used, how many like shutter actuations has it had, and what's like the lifespan. That's one thing to consider. If it is refurbished, it should be as good, if not better than new. refurbished from most camera manufacturers, if it was refurbished by the manufacturer, have to go through additional tests before they can be sold again. So that's something to keep in mind. Canon, I know, has like refurbished, again, Mark IVs. They're cheap. They're cheap. It's a really great camera. But like that's the thing. You can get a really good camera for less money if you're willing to have something that's a little older and will still last you a long time. The cameras don't have to be like, you don't have to roll over every couple of years and get a new camera. And I hope that helps some people out there. I hope that you found this helpful and reassuring, that you don't need to have the newest stuff, and it's okay. It's okay. Take a breath, relax. We're all going to get through this together. Please follow along with the Nerdy Photographer on social media at the Nerdy Photo. That's at the Nerdy Photo, no dots, underscores, or dashes, on Reddit, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky. Yeah, I think that's about all of them. So follow along, and until next time, stay safe and stay nerdy.